right, and we are back, and it is the start of the anniversary month. I am going to be running the dailies here starting tomorrow on the everyday, but we have new content that just came out, and I kind of wanted to go through it with you guys. I'm going to be uploading after this another video with the new account, so if you guys are watching for that, don't worry, I've got stuff coming down the line, but as per usual with it, I have to progress just like you guys do, and I usually like hitting key points to talk about and things like that. And so again, look forward to the video that's going to come up after this one. And today what we're going to do is we have the new continent, so I want to just go ahead and finish up something I was going to do here, which was equip gems on my newly pulled Light Persephone. If you haven't watched that, go watch those pulls. Definitely, this is the time to spend your gems if you do not have a Dark Persephone. At least you can get one and then pull for trinkets to at least Ultimate Evolve it as well. This way you can hopefully at this point have an Astromon that can help you clear a butt ton of content at least, and give you a fighting chance when it comes to like PvP and things like that. So, but let's get these gems going. If you are curious of what I am doing with my Light Persephone, Gem of Protection set is going to be what I'm using because of her defense. So I want her to have defense, but we're going to run an HP percent. What do we got? A resist, because I'm going to have her on my PvP stuff, and then another a defense gem. And that is just to give her a little bit more resistance, just so she doesn't get CC'd, on top of then HP, just having more HP. And then taking, excuse me, taking the defense percent gem on top of the gem of protection, and getting us a solid enough statistic here that she can take a hit while having a butt ton of HP, hopefully. So let's get this one going again. It's 14. There we go, 68%. So we'll see how this goes. Again, this isn't a permanent setup. In the video, I do talk about gemming your Astromons. I think this is okay for her for now. We'll see how it goes with PvP scenarios and whatnot. But we have the new continent, and I do want to go out there and get that started. We have all of the daily done today. So let us go out there. What do we got to do on this though? We've got just go on there, use 40 energy, try to catch, fight Astromon League battles. We need the Starstone dungeon for this. We need to upgrade gems, complete story, and then that. What is the next one for hard? 40 energy. Looks, the only difference is Golem. Okay. Then extreme, we get a dragon sigil gem. So either Pugilist. It'll either be Pugilist, Siphon, or Leech. Fight Astromon League battles, Starstone Dungeon again. So, unfortunately, the same kind of stuff over and over again. But at least the rewards are kind of there. We get a do get a water gleam out of that. So let us just get out there. Make sure you guys are completing your bingo for this. We also have the login events and whatnot. For a lot of you newer players out there, there's a lot of good goodies coming up just by logging in to play the game. So definitely take advantage of the month of September with Monster Super League. But let us go over to the new island. Aotea, I think, is maybe what it's supposed to be. What's really cool about this one, they actually gave us new Astromon instead of just copying and pasting, and they added in the light and darks of different Astromon too. I think this was a good addition in here, so they, not just giving what unfortunately the Terrestrial Rift was. Astromon were already in the game. These weren't anything new, and these ones, the 2 stars, were, I believe these were, we did have Chirple, I believe, into the game, but regardless, whole new set of Astromon to go after, and a new legendary. This legendary I'm actually really excited to come over here and farm for. Looks pretty badass. definitely want to get this for on everything, including the fusion, but let's check out the gems. The gems of longevity are resistance 10% and HP 10%. So definitely a mix between gem of life and gem of conviction. So that's all good there. So without further ado, let's get in here and let's just have some fun with the new continent. Let's just load up on Persephone's. I'll just upgrade this right away. So something for newer players going across, this is not necessarily something you're going to want to do just to start out. You want to save your gold to be able to upgrade gems and or upgrade your trinkets for your light Arthur, because you're going to get that for free. But eventually what you'll want to do is increase the capture rate here. This will just help you catch Astromon as you go forward. So I'm going to spend this. If I remember right, we're at 15, 35, 75. It's like 155. Starting to get up there. I think it was, yeah, like over 1.5 million, something like that, to upgrade this all the way. Eventually, you'll want to do this for every area if you continue to go on with Monster Super League, but this will just help you capture stuff, which is always a good thing in the game. This was something back in the day that you wanted to do as well for capture festivals, because we didn't have the Astro chips, the special Astro chips. But let's take a look at the new zone. I already like how it looks, a little bit themed like it should be. And I believe the story goes we just woke up over here. Level 85 for our mons too. It's not too bad. I'll let it go. The other thing too with the new continent is going to be capturing these Astromon, so I should be capturing them, but I'll wait until later on to do that. Just we get stage 1. There we go. Now we got all these rewards we can at least go down. We got to do 5 of those. We'll have to do this as well. Everything else is done, so let's just knock this out and we'll finish up the rest of the chapter there as we go. The other cool thing about this is, since it's all new Astromons, it's all free gems now. So it's gems to get out of your Astro Guide. It is gems to get for collecting these Astromon on this continent. It's gems all around. So, and this is another reason why we upgrade theirs, in case the Capture Festival Astromon shows up, we can actually get it. So well, she's being stubborn. Very stubborn Eureka right now. There we go. It's just like getting the poker chip. It's not that hard. Definitely curious to see what Astromon levels are going to be on the extreme for this. I also want to check. Let's actually, let me go back out. And just be scrolling. I hate how this does that. Just tell me once. I need to be told 100 times. How many? Okay, it's 15. Which I think is par for the course anymore. It's only in the early ones, I think it's only 10 levels. And then they started going to the 15. 15 and halfway through you fight a mid-boss kind of thing. I don't even remember what the max level on Extreme was for the Terrestrial Rift. Because one of the things I talked about during my dailies, in my year of doing dailies, was just the one thing about content with Monster Super League is they keep increasing the levels that we're fighting Astromon, but yet we're kind of at that plateau. Like, we're not getting any better gems, we're not getting any more levels, yet they keep bumping up the levels on these Astromon, which, you know, their HP and all that's on a curve. So it's like, well, where does it end when you're fighting something at a level 150 versus versus us back at level 60, you know? Because that was one thing I was afraid of, is they were going to keep doing it like an exponential. Because I think in the Dimensional Dungeon, they're in the hundreds when that came out. I think it still is. It's been a minute since I've been in there, but I need to get back to farming those. I just super ascended my Water Persephone. Didn't get like a bad skill per se, but it's not the greatest skill. You know, you kind of have to deal with what you get when you do that. But 5, we got the boss. What do you have? Adrenaline and damage reduction. I actually hadn't looked at all of Talos's abilities for this kit, but we got a wood boss. We got the rare. That's pretty cool. I do have my auto capture settings. I don't know why it's not going. Alright, well, let's see what he is. He's got shield crash. After slashing an imbue the shield with energy that delivers a final blow. That's interesting. Oh, and he goes down. Of course, it's on normal, so this isn't going to be too much, but... A bear. I'll take it, though. I have to go over to the Astro Guide after this as well and just double check what the extra little set of gems is for it. Oh, wow. We got the S rare in here, too. I don't know if that's scripted for your first time through here or if I'm just getting that lucky, but I'll take that. And it's been a one-time capture too. That's a little sus, I'm not gonna lie. Not used to it doing that. Another rare? What is going on? Game's losing its mind right now. We got one more game. quit throwing them at me. I swear, if I get a legendary over here and I miss it, I'm not spending the gems to get it. Even though I want the legendary, I'm not spending the gems. You can't make me, game. Well, I will take it. We're on 7, so we're about halfway there. Slowly about to breach that level 90, though. One star recovery percent. You would, game. What is my Oh, it is. Wow, no wonder why. Click on that. No, we don't want that. We don't need any of that. I guess since we're on the new continent, we need to get the rares, so we'll just check that there. Leave it be. It's weird that I guess since it's a new continent, or I don't know why the emulator didn't save those options. It is what it is. I do wonder if we can get a legendary for the fans. Considering we have already gotten them, but I doubt it. So we already got all the other ones. Quite literally only missing the legendary. You got to see the Capture Festival Mon, the rare, and the S rare. It's got one more. Ooh, 10. Guardian again. Alright. You know, another idea I've been thinking about that they could do is they could 100% be eventually make it so that we have like an endless dungeon where we can just run until like the top, whatever top floor. I've always thought that would be a cool idea with Monster Super League, and as time has gone on and I've looked at it, I think more and more with, especially because of the, something to do more with like team building and stuff like that. But I have no doubt that that's something in the works for the next Monster Super League, is to make content a little bit less repetitive for that, for this. Because I love these new continents that come out, but again, the praise that I give with it is it's new, it's something, it's fun, but it's also unfortunately just a lot more of the same. And because again, what I just talked about with the levels getting higher, that adding levels don't necessarily mean difficulty level. But I guess too, the other thing is like slapping on the immunity that some of the bosses have of you can't do anything to me. You just have to do raw damage to me to win. It's like, okay, game. Oh, what do we get? Skill book for a hunter. That's another system I want them to improve on if they even are going to keep this for the long term after they make the second one. Is like I have hundreds and over thousands of books, like for 2-star Astromon or 1-star Astromon. Like, I wish there was a conversion rate up. Like, take 3 books and you get a random, or 5 books. We all know it'd be something big, but like take 5 books and merge them together and you get a 3-star book, right? Take the same amount of 3-star books and you get a 4-star book. Like, let us transfer all these books up to a higher tier. I wish, kind of like how the stones work out of the Starstone dungeon. If you need, high stones, you can convert low to mid and then up to high finally. I just wish there was something like that for books to make it, again, not like easier, but just someone like me who has farmed so much. And there's plenty of the veteran players out there who even watch my videos that, they have even more than I do. But we have all these books just hanging around that you just don't use. So why can't we just turn around and have, like, again, an upgrade system to where you can just take 5 books, get a 3-star book. Take 5 3-stars, get a 4-star, and just have that progression path so that, when I want to book a 5-star, I still like the merge system where you take, 2 5-star books and you mix them together and you picked, I think it's 4 Astromon. You get a book for one of the 4. I don't mind that, but at the same time, I'm like, I have nothing. I don't need 18,000 books in my inventory. Alright. Two more of these to pile drive through. We will be done with the first chapter of the new continent. Again, just have to kind of burn through this. I am trying to just get to extreme. That's where I'll just be farming regardless. Where I'm at with everything. Like, there's no reason to sit here and even touch this. And I'd almost argue when you get to this kind of stuff, you should have a team that can take on extreme. I know that the game has to have normal, hard, and extreme just for capturing purposes, but I kind of wish they could cut. And I'm giving them, the okay. They could just cut corners and it would just be on extreme. You already have to have decent team, and you have to have decent team and gems to get past the leveling of other Astromon in the game. The thing I talked about right at the beginning. You have to already do that. Oh, flame. That's interesting. Look at that Astromon. What do you got? You've got Elemental Edge. Okay, and then you've got Defense Down. Huh. I don't remember that one. That's pretty cool. Let's bop it. But, yeah, going back to what I just said, like I said, you eventually your gems are going to matter on the Astromon, and your team is somewhat going to matter. I mean, obviously, my Dark Persephone is carrying me through, normal mode, but on extreme, like I said, the levels catch up to you, and so I don't think we need normal and hard for these higher tiers, because most players are already going to have a decent team to be able to farm extreme before they get here. And again, that's by design, you know. They've changed the game so much that they're giving that kind of stuff away like that, which is great. It gets rid of the struggle bus of the mid game of Monster Super League, but it doesn't take away from the time that it takes to you know, get gems just because of the RNG. We found Kaz. Literally gonna get one attack off, and he went after Light Persephone, and he's down. Interesting. Alright. Well, now we can play on hard, but... yeah, so now it just takes us straight to hard mode, which is up on here, so we'll actually take a look at this, but then we'll finish out this chapter, and I will record again. I'll go through the next one and the one after that, but we'll leave this one off here after I want to see what the level is going to be. Okay, 88. Alright. Again, it's not going to be too much of a trouble on this. I think extreme might be a little... they might hit a little hard, but... probably be able to get through it just as easily. I was kind of thinking this was going to be like the bridge, this last continent, or this is not the last continent, but this continent was going to be the bridge to the bringing us into the next game, so I'm just kind of trying to pay attention to little story snippets here and there. Not overly interested. Well, I mean, I like Monster Super League. They did try to put a little bit of a story in it, and it's not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, but... alright, we got this. We have to do Starstone 3 times and then come here. So let's do our league battles. You know you guys like this stuff too. So it is SP week anyway. So, well, I've already gotten a couple of revenge on some people. So we're just gonna let it go, let it fly in here. Funny is I haven't done like the actual Astromon League in such a long time that my rank is a little bit low. But it's all good. Just makes it doing this a lot easier. We can just next battle these. I need to use my tickets anyway because they're over the 10. Yeah, these are unfortunately just baby teams. What's I think 5, so 2 down. It's not fun. You're not supposed to resist. With your victory will be yours with your level 1 Anu? Sure, sure. I believe. I will, okay. What opponents did I not defeat? What are you talking about, game? That was a weird one. I've never seen that before. There we go. Get that reward. We have Starstone 3 times, and then the rest of that. But looking at the time on this one, I will go knock that out. That's the first chapter done regardless, so I won't torture you guys with any more auto battling that's going to go on. But there we go. First chapter of the new continent done. The continent is now unlocked, so we just got to keep going through it here. But I'm going to leave that off there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video.